It's me and Cassie. I hope you can hear us both and everything. Doesn't Cassie look pretty today in the blue? I just told her she looks really pretty. But
Thank
there you
you.
go. There you go. Oh, okay. Dantex is making a sandwich apparently. So there you go. Hey, Helena. Hey there. Hey there. Hi, Dantex again. Did everybody see my little squirrel say goodbye at the end? I don't know if anyone caught it. Did you see it, Cassie?
I did. Every time I see squirrels, I always think of you. Like we were in my parents' backyard. Like I messaged you with the raccoon, but I'm like, there was squirrel. It was just like, it was like a Karen Haven.
Hey, Allie. Yeah, I love squirrels. I chased a couple. I've got to find the footage of me chasing the one near Niagara Falls because there was one there I chased too until that silly woman with her dog come up and it barked at it. I reckon I could have got close. But there you go. So yeah, that was just a little, like, that was my walkthrough. Like, so I just thought, I'll put that up because it sort of shows you the outside and the inside and the outside again. But I actually forgot. I only took a little bit of footage of the basement. I took plenty when we were investigating.
Yeah.
Like, I used. Remember, I put my camera down like sort of static, like. So,
yeah.
But yeah, and I'm actually going through a lot of that now, listening to it, which is, geez, I tell you what, that's can put you to sleep, can't it?
I know editing's not at all it's cracked up to be.
No, that's the one thing I used to watch when I used to watch Ghost Hunters and Taps, and at the end of every episode you'd see them sitting there like this, and you think, geez, it can't be that boring. Yeah, it is. When nothing's and you've got to I'm learning to sort of focus on a certain part of the screen because your eyes do magically, however, if there's if it's static, your eyes do pick up on it, don't they, Cassie? Like you have to focus on one part, and then if something moves or your eye does pick it up, and then you rewind and go back and have a look. But I was getting excited. I thought, ooh, I'm not a big fan of orbs, but a couple of there were some really odd things, and I thought, nah, it's just dust. So I figured it was just dust. But I'm having fun listening and everything. I've still got to listen to all of the recordings we did on the recorder. What to go through? I don't know how you get time, and I'm actually technically not working at the moment. Last night from sorry, Cassie. I put some on last night from the old hospital. And I will have to talk to you about it later. I'll probably get you to, I'll share a screen with you or something, maybe tomorrow or something, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I think, I don't know, I'll have to show you. But yeah, I loved Sheila. I loved Ghost Hunters when it was on. I used to love it when they do their big lives, live from a location. And I can't think of his name now. Destination Truth and Destination, that show, I can't think of his name. His name escapes me, but the one where he'd go on Josh, someone would go on adventures all around the place. I used to love him too. But there you go. So, Cassie, I interrupted you. What a shock. What were you going to say?
I'm like, I didn't even know.
We were talking about reviewing or something.
Was it editing? I know I was thinking something, but I wasn't sure if that's what I was going to say. Maybe I'll remember. But like when maybe that's not it. Anyways, what I was going to say, what I was thinking. So when I'm editing too, like when you say like you're just watching a screen, like you think you caught something, and then you go back and you realize, okay, there's no movement. Your eyes do play on you.
Yeah, and there was I was listening to one part, and yes, Sheila, her hair is so pretty today. It matches her t-shirt. See.
Thank you.
So this is, if we're feeling bad about ourselves, Cassie, we've just got to come on a live and people say lovely things to us. Thank you, Sheila. I was watching another part where you and Ron were in the basement at, I'm not going to give anything away, but where you and Ron, I had my camera static in the basement at the hospital, if you recall. A few odd things happened, but I can't dismiss it as not being noise from upstairs. So I don't know. Like, I'd have to get you guys to watch it and see if you can remember where you were at the time. But I think it was probably because when people walk up the stairs there on my camera, we're off. Fruitcake, it's really loud on the camera. But yeah, a couple of funny things there. And there was something that happened with you while you were there, and in there on your recorder, and I'm listening, but I couldn't, my camera didn't pick it up, but but so much was happening there, and there's so much to go through with the footage that it's like, oh, and then you think, like you say, you think you see something, then you go back and you go, oh, it was just that. Or you do think you see something, and then you're like, I don't know what to do with that. So you can't really do anything because you don't know. But I think I might have got something, but it's ever so, it's down in the basement. That's all I'll say, at the hospital, and I need you to look at it. I need you to look at it, and then I'll show it to Jason, because I don't know. It's very, very slight. You've got to really put it up really a lot. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not giving anything away. But yeah, I think is that Ron?
No, it's Lily. Toby started barking, but it was just Lily singing. Like,
oh, poor Lily.
Toby was like, excuse me.
Well, maybe Toby wanted to sing along. Is Lily was the one that sang at school, wasn't she?
Yeah, for the recital, her music lessons. The video that I posted was only like a part of her singing. Like, she got way more confident for like this.
Yeah, she was pretty nervous, but it was very, very cute. If Lily can hear me, I really liked it, Lily. It was good. I don't know what she meant. Yeah, she probably can't hear me, but tell her I said I liked it. And the drum solo was pretty cute too.
Yeah. Everett was actually in that drum solo. He was reading music. Like, that's why he was looking at the books. That was just him like reading music, drum music. So,
geez, he's clever. No, I'm not going to give any spoilers, Dantex. But yeah, I think we had a really good time on our investigations, and I'm hoping that a lot turns up in my review of what I've got. I mean, I'm hoping something turns up, but because sometimes, even though you don't see anything or even hear anything, later on you'll look at something and go, oh my God, I didn't see that, or whatever. So that's what I'm hoping for in some ways.
I mean, like Haunted Mansion, like that mimicking voice, we did not hear in person. So like I'm never discouraged. Like, I mean, it's obviously you get a little bit discouraged if you're at a location and not a lot happens in the moment. But a lot of the times I've caught stuff after the fact. So that's why. Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at, I've only ever edited, I just edited the walkthrough for Octogon Hall. So, so I'm going to start editing like my actual proper episode for Octogon Hall to premiere next week. But, like, where was I going with this?
Oh, just how hard it is.
Yeah. And in the even my walkthrough, I caught a freaking EVP. Did you catch that? How loud it was?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I was like, what the heck? I was not like, it's funny, like, I don't know. That was so loud. And I would have like registered, because it was so loud, I would have like been, oh, that was blah, blah, blah in the moment, right? So that was weird. So.
It is, I know, but can everyone wish Heather, who's just sort of lurking, she's in the chat, but she's actually going for a job interview tomorrow. Ooh. She has other fingers in other pies, but tomorrow she's going for a job interview. And can everyone wish her some good luck? I don't think she needs it. She's very clever, but just let her know that, the more that people say good luck, maybe she won't need it at all, because it'll just happen. But good luck for Heather for tomorrow. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to look through my Octogon Hall footage and see, like when Ron was doing the and have a look. I'll see. But yeah, I mainly wanted to put that one up today because I thought really from people from me, like I've done my bit with Bear. Oh, bless Bear. He hasn't even seen the original one. I said to him, Bear, have you seen the episode? And he clicked on the link for the one from today and he wrote back and he goes, oh, it says it doesn't premiere tomorrow. And I went, no. And I sent him to the link. So I hope he sees it because so but yeah, I just wanted to get the message out there that there are no demons at Octogon Hall. So if you watch anything where anyone says there's a demon, no, there's not.
Nope. Nope.
There really isn't.
Nope. Yeah. And then tonight, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and so tonight, guys, too, we have the part 1 for Cemetery Road is coming out, too.
Yeah, so, that's why I won't talk too long. What time is that, Cassie? Without
I think it's at 10, so that's in 2.5 hours. So we can still get there's a big, So you got a lot of Octogon Hall episodes, guys, to check out. So we got Karen's interview with Bear, we have your walkthrough, Jason's walkthrough, my walkthrough. So you definitely
so if you haven't seen him, have a look. Yeah, because Bear was really disappointed that people were going there and saying we were scratched by a demon and we were this and that, and I just don't. Well, I do get it. It's people who want the clicks and people who want to make money, so they BS and say demon, and that's just how I feel. Like I said, if I ever see a real demon in real life, I'll investigate. I'll chat to it and say, here's a cup of coffee, let's go. Tell me where you live, where you come from, who your mum and dad are. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're not that friendly, or maybe they will be. Who knows?
Sheila has a good question.
Yeah, who asked the question?
Sheila.
Oh, yes. Which is more common to hear noises that you don't pick up on the recorder and whoa, you can answer that one, Cassie.
Okay, which is I just want to reread this. Okay, so noises that you don't pick up is on the recorder that you didn't actually hear. So for my experience, I'm just going from my experience. I always catch stuff after the fact. I don't know, because my digital recorder, I have caught in EVPs. It happens here and there, but for me, it's not that common. I don't know if it's just the digital recorder I have. Like, I don't know. But most of my EVPs are coming from my camera audio. And that's why I'm afraid to, add an external mic, because I don't want to, screw something up. And, I'm not a tech person. So I'm just using my camera's audio, built-in audio microphone. And that's what happens. So I don't know. For me, but I do know a lot of people do get EVPs, but for me, a lot of it is from my camera audio that I'll hear in editing. So the perfect example of that is the Beck House, the one episode where I said which way, and Cotterwood Mansion were probably the 2 investigations that stood out to me for catching EVPs that were very loud that I didn't hear in person.
And you've definitely caught them. And Cassie's not a faker, people. All right. You've definitely caught them. And even sometimes Cassie reacts to things in the moment.
Yeah.
And we won't hear anything or see anything necessarily. But then later on when she reviews something, we can hear things or something's been picked up. At the Mac Mansion, definitely when you thought you saw can you guys shine a torch on that doll over there? And everyone's gone in the wrong direction, but then gone back to where you said no doll, but maybe it was little Emma. But it's really
or even Washoe Club. Remember, we were hearing things but no, not everyone was hearing them, and then a camera audio picked it up. So,
hey Anton. Oh, do you say Anton? Anthony. Anthony. Oh, it's all right. Jeez. All right. And what's Helena was saying something. It's also weird that we're listening back to the recording and don't hear anything, but while editing, I suddenly hear stuff there. Yeah, well, I think sometimes it's, I've noticed, even my little phone camera, which is what I was using when it sat down in the basement at the hospital, wow, it picks up the noises. I could hear when we were in there, I didn't really notice all the trucks and things and cars. I really didn't, maybe because we were in the moment. But when you listen back, all you bloody trucks and they're, those brakes they use. And I'm like, oh my God. Hey, Joe. It was kind of weird. But but that's the thing. Sometimes you listen back and you'll hear something. But because you've got no visual sometimes, that's why I think using the camera is a good thing, because along with the EVP, you've got visual, so you can go, oh, that's when such and such. Oh no, look, that's whatever. But when you're listening to the actual recording, in your mind's eye, you've got to remember what you were doing at the time. And then you'll hear something and you'll go, shit, I don't know if that was Ron or was that Cassie whispering or was that Jay? Like, you can't be sure. So, and sometimes you absolutely can be sure, you know, it was no one because of what it says or whatever. But so I'm really looking forward to going through everything, and that's what I've started to do now. But that's it. So but anyway, that was Octogon Hall. But as I say, Jason and Cassie are still going to put out their episodes on the actual investigation there, and I love that place. The feel I got when I was there, the atmosphere, the yard, like the whole. I'd live there. I reckon I'd live there in Virginia City. I'd live between two. Like, it just had, to me, a really great feeling. And even as Bear said, there's days where you can go in there and it feels really great, and there's other days you go in there and you feel like a bit heavy. But he didn't say demon, he said heavy. So that could just mean that whoever was there or is there is just a depressed ghost.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's interesting, though, you said about that you feel comfortable there. And not that I didn't feel comfortable, because if I was to go back to any place out of all the places we went, I would go back to Octogon Hall, because I think we got the most, at least in person, the most activity. But for me, though, I felt like I was on edge. Grow! And that's why I didn't want to. I know there was a mouse, but partly I was not feeling comfortable about staying there. But then
you started to get me feeling uncomfortable about, because for a minute there, I thought, oh, look, I'll swap. I'll sleep in there. And then Jason goes, no, I'm sleeping in Falcor. And you and Ron are like, oh, no, we're going to sleep in Falcor. And I went, oh, well, it's no fun sleeping somewhere by yourself. So I thought, all right, I'll sleep in Falcor too. We all camped out like kids, guys. We're all squished in the Falcor. I was on the floor. Jason was on the two chairs. Cassie and Ron had the bed, of course. And all we did was, I think we giggled and laughed for most of the time. I can't remember what we did. We were like
high schoolers. Hey, Crow.
Hey, guys. I don't know when y'all started, but sorry if I'm late. I'm sorry, but obviously I am. Hey, everybody, hello.
Sheila just asked how you juggle work with the kids and the paranormal stuff.
Oh, sorry. I was like, what? I was like reading Joe's comment, but also like that.
Hang on, I'll put it back. Where did she go?
Sorry, my brain, guys. I'm still not fully recovered from my life. Okay, so I work part-time technically. I work like on average between like 24 to 30 hours a week. Also with the 5 kids, and also with the paranormal, and also throw it all in, and I'm going for school to be a massage, or not school, because I'm done with school. I'm also testing to become a massage therapist, which I wrote my first test. So now the past like 3 weeks, I was like in a whole other world. But now I have one more test to go, but my life kind of is back on track. But I don't know how I don't know.
I don't know how anyone juggles it, to be honest. It's a hard juggle. Hey, and Joe, we didn't have any trouble with the locals, did we?
No.
They were all super friendly. The mayor was lovely. I call him the mayor. Well, he is the mayor. The mayor was lovely. And the little dog that lives down the road was lovely. And the man who told us about the little dog who lived down the road was lovely. The girls posing for their prom. It was prom night, wasn't it, when we were there? And the girls were posing. There was a few girls posing out. Oh, you might not have been there. There was a few girls posing.
I do remember. Yeah, that was the beginning. But they went away pretty early. So
and there was a couple of people that the mayor said you might get some people up here trying to say, hey, let us in. Because he said that does happen. But I don't recall getting anything, so maybe Joe just hit a bad night. But I found the whole place so pretty, and the doctor's house was really nice. And I want to, if we ever get back there, Cassie, I want to go to the booking. Remember the mayor pointed out the other house across the way, because he said that one is haunted, like for sure. When we were walking up the steps, and there was the house we stayed in, then the hospital, and then over that side there was a little old house. I've got a picture of it anyway, in case you've forgotten. But oh, Loz, is Loz in here? I didn't see you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, Loz. Yeah.
Get out of bed. It's 9:30, Loz. It's 9:30 in the morning. You should be up and doing a jog and yeah,
She
Joe's
might
like,
work night shift.
what was that, Crow?
She might work night shift.
Oh, all right. She might. I'll give her a break. Yeah, so we had a good time. And how are you going, Crow?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, you know.
Excellent.
I'm actually feeling pretty good. I've been dieting, and I think I started to feel a little better, actually.
Oh, good. I'm glad you feel good. Oh, Heather's just making a comment. Let's see what Heather says. You know what is really funny to me? That in America, they refer to all levels of education as school. In Australia, school is limited to junior, primary or high school. Yes, I get confused with junior high, senior high. Kindergarten is their version of our grade 1, I think, because kindergarten for us is like little kids from 3 and 4. That's kindergarten.
Yes, that's for us. And
oh, okay. And then grade 1 is after you're about 5, you go into grade 1. So 5 to 6, you go to grade 1. Then up to 5 to 6, grade 1. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're about 11 when you finish primary school, and then you go to high school, and you finish high school when you're 18. And then when you finish 18, you go to university if you want to.
It's very similar to ours. It's just called different things because we have 1 through 6. This is for a lot of the states. It's not everywhere, but most of them is 1 through 6th grade is elementary school. And then you go into junior high, which is 7th through 9th grade or 7th through 8th grade. And then high school is traditionally is 10th through. So when you hit high school, you're at 10th grade, you're 16 years old. You go 10, 11, 12. 12th grade, you graduate at 18.
So
it's the same. It's just we keep, it's just primary school, high school.
So like our high school is secondary school or whatever is grade 9 to grade 12 now and 12B. We had OAC, which was considered like grade 13. But your like freshman sophomore thing, it took me forever to understand what that was. We have college and university, obviously, if you're 18 and above. And then junior kindergarten and kindergarten, and then grade 1 to grade 8. Grade 1 to grade 8 is like elementary school.
You know what just popped into my mind? When I was a kid, I used to love watching Happy Days when it was new. So that shows you how old I am. I that night you have dinner and everything, and Happy Days had come on. I was fascinated by the jacket that Richie would wear. Red with the thing, and are they called letters or jacket? They've got a name, like you have the letter on the front of the jacket, and you would get them if you were played basketball or football and stuff, I guess. And the whole like at that time, Australians never saw anything like that. Like, what's that? Oh, we want one. And for ages, you couldn't get them in Australia, but people would bring them home from America, because it wasn't like it is now. There was no internet. Like if you wanted something like that, someone had to visit America and get you one from somewhere. But I always wanted one. Yeah, leather sweater or a jacket. It was a jacket that Richie wore, I think. But yeah, I was fascinated by those. We don't have stuff like that here, which is a bit sad. Well, they could bring in something similar if you. But yeah, I guess everyone here plays sports.
Yeah, what is that name of that? Yeah, what is the name of that letter? The big letter that goes on there on your jacket or whatever, is it?
Yeah, it's a letter. It's a sweater. It's the jacket. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you've got to earn the letter. Yeah.
Oh,
I watched something yesterday.
There's a name for it.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the name is now.
But I watched something. Jimmy. My friend Scott Michaels did a thing on Route 66, and he went to a Jimmy Dean museum, and they've got James Dean's leather jackets there. So I didn't know he was a big sports person. He played basketball. He was on the track team and something else, and that's what he got the letters for. But yeah. Yes, Richie did have an L. Thank you, Heather. Richie had an L. I'm assuming the L is something to do with your school, is it? Like I don't know what do the letters on the jackets indicate? Like Jimmy Dean had.
Usually it's your school. It's usually the letters of your school.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Dantex said he wanted one, but he wasn't in any extracurricular activity to get one. Just mug somebody, Dantex, and take one. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I used to love, as I said, growing up, I just loved America. I just loved America. I wanted to live in America. I still do. I still do. But they don't make it easy, Crow. I won't look into it, though, because if I look into it and discover it's not all that difficult to move to America and get a green card, my children could be in serious trouble. So I'll just stop I'll just stop looking for a minute. Besides, I've got a dog. I suppose I could bring my dog. She just
honestly, as bad as it's getting here, you probably want to just stay there for the next while just to make sure, because it's getting pretty rough over here.
Yeah, I know. Everybody in Virginia City is wanting me to come back really soon. Taylor Hamby, she's got a couple of movies there that she's saving to watch with me because I love The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, the original, and I also love Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve, you know, the one where he goes back in time, falls in love.
I need to watch that.
Oh, it's so lovely. So
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, you have to see it. And at the end you have a sook.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. Damn.
Yeah, Somewhere in Time, Christopher Reeve and Jane, her last name escapes me at the minute, but yeah, Christopher Reeve. He's so handsome in it too.
I love him. He's an American treasure.
So what's going on in America at the minute that I need to worry about? Is everyone going crazy with guns, or that's all I know? It's just I don't care about
crime. The crime, the impending, market crash, impending, the world over here. Everything's kind of, America's propped up right now. Everything's kind of barely hanging on. We're in for a recession, or what's the next thing called? What's it called?
Oh, where everyone jumps out of buildings in Wall Street.
No, pretty much we're on thin ice over here, and the crime is not, depending where you live at, but America is not as far as monetarily goes. We're not doing the greatest, and this market's going to drop out of the bottom.
We're probably going to go into recession here pretty soon too.
Really?
New Zealand already did. I don't know how they're going at the moment, but they're already in recession. We're about to hit it. Our interest rates on house loans and stuff are going to go through the roof. Which reminds me, I must ring and try and lock mine in for another 12 months. But yeah, I think the whole world's gone to hell in a basket. I mean, it's just
it's kind of a world economy. If we're kind of all connected now, so when it's usually bad in one spot, it's usually bad everywhere.
Yeah,
not another civil war, Dantex. We can't do that. I don't think. I see. That's really weird, isn't it? I wonder if, because when I was traveling through America, and Cassie will know this, no signs to me at all. Mind you, we didn't talk politics, and I don't want to, but no signs to me at all of anybody being at each other's throats, or everyone was friendly. Everyone seemed okay.
Oh, it's definitely. If you're in a small town, that's usually what you'll see. But but if it was another civil war, it definitely wouldn't be what it was before. It'd be a different type. It'd be a political war, a political type. But yeah. It's really. I don't think people realize how on edge this. People say, "Well, I think it's fine." They go to Starbucks, they go to Walmart, they go home, watch their movies. But man, we're really the economy is doing. It's really bad. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying to stock food whenever I can, just in case.
Loz is saying she keeps seeing videos on TikTok about the homeless situation. I was in LA, Loz, and it was supposed to be really bad there. And my friend Scott did take me through some parts. There were people camped out under the bridges in some places, but not huge. I don't know how the media, I don't know how they manage it, but I'm just saying, I don't know how they manage it, how they manage to go to a place where there's a whole heap of that and then because LA's got a vibe about it which doesn't feel friendly. I'll admit that.
There you go.
I'll
Yeah.
absolutely admit that. I didn't feel I felt safe because I was with Scott, and the people I met or bumped into in LA were very lovely, but there's a vibe. It's not, you don't, I thought I'd be excited going to Los Angeles because, Hollywood and all that sort of thing.
Right.
No, I was glad I was with Scott. I wouldn't go there by myself. And that says a lot.
It's very dangerous.
And
yes,
there
very
are
dangerous.
homeless, but I do note from being present and actually we drove right through, like all around not all the bad areas, but the areas where they said on our news, Loz, the homeless, freaking no sign of it, you wankers. Like, I reckon half the media causes most of the issues because it's false reporting, which gets people who don't get out of their home looking at this shit and going, oh, fuck. Yeah, get out of your home, go have a look. Half of it's not even true. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But so far as LA, I wouldn't live there in a heartbeat.
Like in Toronto, there's definitely like homeless camps and stuff. Like Lily and I went to a concert and we drove and there was underneath the bridge and there's I don't know. I think there is Show Point. Isn't Skid Row in Los Angeles? Crow?
Yeah. I think so. I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay. Heather reckons San Francisco is pretty awesome. So I don't know.
San Francisco is historically, it's a beautiful city, but it is literally rampant with people. They have lived on the sidewalks. They crap on the sidewalks. People can't even get into their businesses. There's needles in the ground. It's not all of it.
I'm about to say something really stupid here, but I'm going to say it. Do you remember there's a story in, I think it was in the movie Moses, where they go around and mark the door tops with blood, hence why you hang a red ribbon.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Because mark the lamb's blood on the door because a mist is coming through tonight. Something's coming through tonight and it'll kill everybody if they don't do that. Stay in your homes. And sure enough, no one listened and some did and some didn't. And a mist went through and people dropped like whatever. I'm just saying, maybe sometimes if that were a real story, there's a lot of people who I'd like to see misted. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not Hitler, all right? I'm just saying, seriously, there's some really horrible people in this world, and you can't pick them, can you? You can't go, there was this really horrible, don't hold that against me, people. I just have to say it. There was this really horrible lady in the car park yesterday. I came out of my doctor, and I've got a long car like a van. So if you go around those tight corners in the thing, you've got to swing out a little bit. When I swung out, there was nothing coming. She came in off of the main road and turned in really fast. She was going, and then turned to come towards where I was turning out of. And I thought, seriously? And she purposefully drove right up against the front of my car. On purpose. And then she's going like this. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And no offense to people with tattoos, I've got a little one. Cassie's got lots.
I'm covered.
She had them on her face and she had them and she was as rough as guts, as we say in Australia, rough as guts. And she's going like this. And then I've gone, I can't move now. There's a car behind me, and so she edged closer again. I thought, you freaking, and I saw the guy behind me back off, so I backed up, and she drove around me, and I thought, you horrible, horrible woman. I thought, just wouldn't it be marvelous if you could just go like someone on Supernatural and go click, and she disappeared. And I don't care what kind of bad day she was having. There was no need for that. Yeah, I've just had my rant. That's Karen's daily rant.
Karen's Karen rant.
Karen's Karen. Hey, I should do a segment.
Karen's Karen rant. Oh my God.
Karen's Karen rant. But I don't know. I just don't. I know we all have days where we're grumpy or whatever, but it doesn't mean you have to be horrible to people, does it?
I have one. I have one Karen rant real quick. If you're at a fast food drive-through and I'm behind you, okay, and the
Yeah.
cars move forward,
Yeah.
move your car forward.
Yes,
Don't move it forward. Don't move it forward and then be 18 feet from the previous person. Move forward, and then the next person goes, they move up, but keep that 2 car length in between. Oh, it drives me nuts.
Oh, no, I've seen that too. Loz just says Karen walks up to you Karen walks up to you at the shops and says, "You're missed it." I'm glad you all know me. You know I get a bit carried away sometimes with stupid stuff. Oh, my son, when I was visiting my son in Canberra last week, he's talking to my baby grandson, this gaga talk. And I said something, and Alex turns around and goes, "Isn't Nanny Karen silly? And she's getting worse with age." I said, "Oi!" And he just laughed, cheeky bastard. Oh, all right. Listen, Heather, you have a lovely time concentrating on finding a job, but I reckon you'll be right tomorrow. I've got a good feeling about it. And worst case scenario, you'll get the next one. No worries, because there's tons of jobs out there for people like yourself in the field that you're in. There's tons
Hell
of jobs.
yeah.
There's tons of jobs out there for me too, but I don't think I want to go back. I'm getting stressed, actually. I'm looking at jobs for me. Anyway, I love you, Heather, and I'll talk to you soon. We need to have a girls catch up with our devil dogs. Sorry. Yeah, I've been looking for some jobs, and there is plenty there, and I'd probably have a job tomorrow. But the minute I start reading the job description, which is what I know it will be, it's what I do, I get stressed. Like just reading the job description, I thought, yeah, no, I think I'm going to just have to. That's why I was thinking of being a barmaid. So I'm going to go on a brewery tour on a little yacht down the Brisbane River. They stop in at different breweries, and I thought, well, you know, I can chat. Maybe when I go into one of them, if they look nice, if it looks like a nice brewery, I can say, "Do you need a barmaid?" And I'd much prefer. I need a job, but I'd much prefer one with no stress. I don't think I can go back to what I did. I think I'll lose my mind. Bye, Heather. Love you. A barmaid in Virginia City, Sheila. See, this is the annoying thing. I know that if I went to Virginia City tomorrow, I can work at the Silver Queen, not a problem. I could probably get a job up the road dress shop with the lady I know. I know I'd get probably a job there. There's tons of work in Virginia City. I'd be fine. Yeah, go eat, Helena. You're fading away to a shadow, I'm sure.
Bye, Helena.
I wish I was fading away. I'm going to start fading away to a shadow, folks. Hopefully in about 6 weeks' time, you look at me and go, "Where is she?"
Hey, can I tell y'all? Cassie, are you still doing the Weight Watchers thing, Cassie?
Not. I have this week. No.
Okay, cool. I kind of stopped for a minute because I was had the heart stuff going on. But I started it back up, and I really like the Weight Watchers thing because you can literally, like, if you're having like some rice, say you're having some mixed season rice, you can scan the box and you can put how much you had, like a half a cup, and it gives you your points. You put your body weight in, all that stuff. If you're female, whatever, and you get a certain amount of points per day, and you put your food in. It keeps track, and plus it gives you foods you can have that have 0 points, and it's kind of fun. But it works. I mean, I think it works pretty good, and it's kind of fun. But it also makes you realize how much you're eating in one day. It's kind of like a calorie diet, I think, in a way. But what's cool, though, guys, is this. Like, say, for example, today I was out and about. I had a double quarter pounder from McDonald's, right? That's not the greatest, but it's like 23 points for one burger. But as long as I stay under my points, so the rest of the day, as long as I do good, it's okay. So you have to kind of measure it that way. But I'm supposed to eat tonight. I'm having ground turkey with broccoli and cheese as my dinner. So I'll still come under my points. Yeah. Anyway, so Weight Watchers, people.
Yeah, I've been doing the keto, and so I've been bullet coffee in the morning, which fills me up. I'm not hungry until that's what I've done this morning. I was up at 5:30. I've had my bullet coffee about 7. I add an egg to mine. And then I've had that, and I'm not at all hungry. I'm not even interested in going out and looking at food. But about 2:00, I get hungry. So I've got lots and lots of veggies, which I told Crow this yesterday, so he's probably bored. But lots and lots of veggies that I just steam and then chuck heaps of butter on because I love my butter, and just cook up a piece of chicken or a piece of some steak. You know that, what do you call it in America? The really thin steak, like minute steak or something. You just cook it really quick. It's really a thin cut of steak, and that's it. That's all I eat, and I'm not hungry. Which is, I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad it's happening. So I'm hoping that, yeah. But you see, I've cut out all carbs, so no bread, no cake, no biscuits, no sugar, all the bad things, no rice, no pasta. So just vegetables, meat, and a bullet coffee. And I'm not hungry. I feel good. Yeah, butter. You've got to have butter on your veggies.
Yeah.
And plus, because it's like keto, the butter's good anyway. It doesn't. It's fine.
I mean,
you can have
I was doing the Weight Watchers like Crow. Well, he got me on it, but then my life literally got so friggin' busy that I had to stop. I was like, I can't do it right now. Like, I'm gonna start next week, but it's just I don't know. It's been crazy busy, so I'm going to start. I just have to.
It is kind of. Cassie's saying is like, Cassie, it's because you have to take time to put in everything, so it is kind of a pain in the butt. But what's cool is that once you get going, it has a history of the stuff. Because if you eat something every day, all you have to do is in your history. You kind of click on it and put it up there. But it is kind of a pain in the butt to have to put everything in all day. But
yeah, I'm like the eating the food. I don't like. I'm not that I'm eating crappy. I'm going for the easy foods, like, you know what I mean? Not necessarily like fast food, but just like, but I'm like, okay, I'm over my points, and I'm screwing that up. So I'm like, I'll give up, you know?
Loz is having a bowl of granola and some expensive strawberries. I love strawberries.
Ooh, that's
strawberries, blackberries. Yum. But yeah, Loz said that her brother might have a vacancy for gardening. I can do that, Loz. I used to have a business in my girl's father, this is years ago, my girl's father started a business that was lawn mowing / landscaping. It ended up I had to finish it because he's a dickhead. So I had to take over the business. So I was pregnant too. I was going pregnant with a big belly, mowing lawns, weeding and doing all that sort of stuff. I couldn't do the landscaping, but I have laid a lawn. I do know how to lay a lawn properly. I do know all about plants because I did a horticultural course, and I love mowing lawns. Do you know the lawns I love the most, Cassie? The big ones where you sit on the ride-on. You can zone out on the ride-on.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, just get on the ride-on mower, put on your little earmuffs, and just drive and just... I could do that all day. But
my dream was always to have a cement yard. Just cover the whole thing in cement. Be like, how could you do? Oh, I'll have AstroTurf out there. I'll have year-round grass. Hell yeah! Sorry, go ahead, guys.
Yeah. I'm here back. Ron's not here, so I have to let the dogs out. So I'll be right back.
Oh, we go let those dogs out, Cassie. Crow, you go let him out, Cassie. It's all right. I'm letting you go.
I'm like, should I turn my camera off? I was like thinking that's why
she's right. We'll look at the skeleton. Crow, I've been seeing a lot. Hopefully, you'll do something on your channel about it soon and talk about it soon. But that UFO, that whole Las Vegas thing is getting a little out.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it, dude. Because I'm glad I didn't do my video yet because I knew if I do it too soon. I would have something wrong, and I'm every day I'm collecting something new, and I found some new angles of the green thing. And this time, instead of just flying over, because everybody thinks it's a meteor, but dude, this new video I got is coming down in this video, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm really loving this case, guys. I can't wait to. It's kind of oh, get this. This is the newest fucking thing, real quick.
Go.
So. The house, the kid's house that this happened at, supposedly, right? So I don't get the headline. I'm gonna put it in the video I'm doing. They had the cops there, installed a camera on the house.
Yeah, it's still there on their roof. Yeah,
So
yeah.
why are they?
Yeah, they
What
obviously.
is that for?
Yeah, there's obviously something going on. Oh, and the other thing, the poor kid, he's been on a couple of things as we discussed. The freaking normal media has gone there, filmed, and basically given away where the kid lives. So they've got random people showing up at the house.
Yeah.
What the hell? I tell you what, I don't watch regular media anymore. I can't because
No,
I
I
don't.
mean,
I
no,
don't
it's
believe.
crap. It's crap.
I really don't. I hate to quote a certain person, but false news people. And this is the thing: a lot of people watch the regular news and take it as gospel. It's freaking not.
It's
It's
become entertainment
and it's
news, and half the time it's not. They don't even wait to get all the detail. They just throw it out there to be competitive, and it's usually wrong and
yeah, they are
biased.
a-holes. I just once upon a time when I was little, you watched the news, you got proper news, and you had real journalists.
Right.
Real journalists. Like we had Australian journalists here who went to East Timor to do a story, and those poor bastards lost their lives. They were caught by the and executed, and they were just our regular newsmen that we had been used to seeing on our normal Channel 7. They worked for, and normal men like who basically, and you've still got the ones that go to war-torn countries and report. But now, no offense either, but now you get war-torn countries where there's some little thing who might be 20-odd years old, female, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing there? Like,
yeah, I know, it's so dangerous.
Like, so dangerous. Like, it's dangerous for the men now too. Do you know what I mean? And I just think, oh my Lord, girly, girly, girly. Like, I'm not saying she should cover fashion shows. I'm not sexist like that. I'm just saying these war-torn countries, that there's a reason they're war-torn. They're dangerous.
I would never do that. I mean, God bless them for doing it, but dude, I would never. No way.
Yeah, Loz, our news channels are. I don't know about America. I know, Loz. What's the name of the? I'm going to go not Fairfax. Shit, he was married to the chick that used to be married to.
I saw some Australian news recently, and I was very surprised how biased it was. I was like, oh my God. I had no idea.
Yeah, I've seen that, Dantex. That was an American one. All of the, where they put a whole heap of film clips together of different news channels, and it was all the same script, every single channel. But that's the thing. I know it's not a rumor, it's not whatever, but it's not Fairfax. Frig, I can't think of his name now. He lives in it. Murdoch. Thank you, Loz. Murdoch. He owns newspapers in America. He owns just about every freaking television station here in Australia. He's got in England, in UK, he owns a whole heap of papers, and he is. I think. Loz will know. I think he's not like a Democrat in America. He's like a Republican. Like he's very. Here he would be a liberal, but he's an ass. So he owns all these channels. So obviously the channels are dictated by what he wants them to run. Like he hates, for example, he hates the royal family. So all of his newspapers in England or any channels that run stories on them here, it has to be sort of hate, like because he doesn't like the royal family. So he dictates storyline. So if the channels go outside of that and become more like they should be, report properly, they get a slap on the wrist. So it doesn't happen. That's why when you look at our news channels here, it's like you say, Crow, it can be really horrible, like very run and almost to the point of dickheads, like saying they're always happy to put people down that they really shouldn't. But then if the moment suits that they should like those people, then all of a sudden the storyline's different. So, yeah.
We have so many news organizations, especially one that keeps on getting sued over and over again, and they have to retract stories because they put up this stuff, this hit piece or whatever it is. They think they know what's going on, and then they have to retract it, and they get sued by the people that they hurt. And then they never come out and say, hey, guys, we were wrong about that. Then they just keep moving along and they never apologize.
Oh yeah, no, Loz, he's right. Yeah, right wing. And I just think, can't they just be a happy medium? Like they shouldn't bring their politics into their news reporting.
Oh God, yeah.
Like
Hey, but
Rupert Murdoch's father, going back in the day, right back in the day, he was actually a good journalist. Like he was back in the day where you did report correctly. And of course, he's dead. So then Rupert, who's nearly as old as his dad was when he carked it, it's just, and his sons, they're all the same. They're just, so you can't get proper news anymore. You've got to rely on, which is really weird, you've got to rely on people like, well, not me, but, there's some people on the YouTube you can go into and watch and they're up with it. Like they'll say,
yeah,
no, this is what's happening. And they report in a different, like they're journalists, but they're actually looking for the facts instead of spouting out BS. So you've got to be careful.
yeah. I mean, I even half the time I've stopped watching the news so much. I don't even know what's going on. Hey, you remember the hurricane? I'm like, no, I didn't.
That's right. I don't either. The only reason I found out, Loz was saying she'd been out of the news for a while. The only reason she found out about that submarine, the submersible, was just, I don't know how you found out about it. Was it on the YouTube, Loz? Because that's how I saw it. I don't watch the regular news, and I saw one of my friends doing a broadcast on it, and I thought, shit, what's happened there? And I thought, oh, that's really quite sad. It doesn't matter how rich someone is. It doesn't matter how silly they might have been going down in something that's supposedly controlled by an Xbox controller. Maybe they were only joking when they did that. I can't imagine it really.
No, the controller is a piece of crap.
It is a piece of crap. Yeah, but
the controller is literally a video game controller.
Yeah, that's what they showed in the video. The actual people that were going down in it said, and we control it all. And this we got from, I think he said Costco. I can't remember where he said he got the thing on the top like a handle. And I'm like, fuck. And you're going down to the bottom of the ocean in that. And they're mega millionaires. Like, I think they're billionaires. And I thought, but that's okay. That's all right. They figured it was safe or whatever. But shit, they're down there now. I really do hope they find them because, I mean, that's some as silly as whatever it was they did. If they really did think it was silly, whatever it is, it's still someone's dad. It's still someone's baby boy down there. I think the boy's only 16, 17 that's down there with his dad. It's still pretty horrific, and I can think of nothing more terrifying. Can you imagine if all you can see out the window of this freaking thing is the Titanic? Like, shit. So, and they may have floated. There's apparently a very strong, current down the bottom there where the ship is. But they are saying, the last I saw on it, and I don't know if anyone has had an update while I've been on here, but the last I saw of it, they said they can hear every 30 minutes a tapping. And apparently that is a thing that you do, the forces, the defence forces, that's something you learn to do every 30 minutes, 3 bangs on whatever to let people locate you. So if they're there and they can hear that, but it's just getting down to get them. Where's James Cameron when you need him? He went down to the Titanic. He'd be safe to go with.
It's crazy to know all the sonar equipment that we have available and everything that we have, that we know the vicinity of the area where they're in. I'm surprised, actually.
Well, I'm very disappointed in the aliens, I really am, because I know they live down there. They could simply go and get those people and bring them up to the surface and then disappear again.
Good. Maybe Elvis will be there.
Awesome if that happened.
Imagine if maybe they just pops up. Like these people. Great.
And Elvis was there.
And Elvis is there too. Yeah, they bring Elvis, or they just like, what was that movie? Oh, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where at the end they take Richard Dreyfuss and the scientist onto the ship with them, and then you see a whole heap of other people get off, and they're all wearing like old uniforms, and I'm pretty sure they even put Amelia Earhart walking out of the spaceship. I
forgot about that. Oh my God.
I love that movie. And you think, oh my God, they really were abducted by aliens. They're back. I wouldn't want to come to the future from the past. I'd want to be put back in the past, thanks. With Samantha.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
With some antibiotics. So if I catch scarlet fever or TB,
Look.
I can just dose myself up.
No, for me, time travel, honestly, I'm not going any further back than the 80s. I mean, well, actually, probably the Well, I say the late 80s and 90s because air conditioner people. When I want good working air conditioners wherever I travel to. So that kind of limits my time traveling.
And you must. Oh, well, you're not as old as me, but I remember as a kid going out with my nana and grandpa in the old Holden. We'd be going for a drive in summer. My grandpa was a smoker, so he'd be in the front seat. My nana didn't smoke, but my grandpa did. He'd be smoking away like a chimney. Us kids in the back breathing all that in with our windows down because it was stinking hot, and so the hot air was better than the air in the car. And then even I still remember nighttime, stinking hot in summer, and you'd have a fan on if you were lucky. To try and sleep, and you just sleep on top of your bed with a sheet or whatever. And we still had to wear our pajamas to school to bed when we were little. So you'd be laying there sweating away. I don't know how we managed, but we did. But I don't know how I'd manage ever again without an air conditioner. I can't stand the heat.
No.
I mean, right now I have no air conditioner, but I mean, I'm okay. I tried turning on a fan, but it's doing nothing. So
yeah. People, you got a family, yeah, blowing the hot air. Thank you.
Oh, Raquel, yeah, there was a fellow this morning. I was watching Piers Morgan talk to a defence person and a reporter who was the first reporter ever to, when they discovered the Titanic, he went down one of those one of them little submarines to report on it. And they were talking to him, and he was visibly, like, he was almost in tears, because when he went down with them, you know, the big fan things, what are they called? The propeller fan things, the big propeller that, like, they're massive. And he said their little submersible got caught in a tide, and the tide, or the thing, and went between, got stuck in between the ship, and like got stuck on the propeller. And he said a good hour till the pilot of the submersible could get them out of it. He said he thought he was going to die. He thought that was the end of it. And you could see he was visibly upset because he could firsthand imagine how they were feeling. So it's possible they're stuck in it somewhere, on it somewhere. But the trick is, I suppose, getting down there to get them. I just don't know. I know we've got other submersibles. I guess it's getting them there, because it would be time to ship them to the spot, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. But it's pretty sad. But yes, Raquel, it could be something. I just hope they get them. Like, the world's full of shitty stories at the moment, and it would be nice to see a rescue and they all come up and they're okay.
True.
I don't want to see anything bad happen. It sucks. What's Dante say?
That's why I don't leave land at all. I don't go boats, planes, nothing human control.
Oh no!
Oh, Tro, you killed me. I didn't do anything. He's back. Oh, add to stream. What happened? Say it again.
I'm not.
Loserville.
I was just saying that's why I don't leave land. I don't go on boats. I don't go on planes. None of that crap.
Oh, well, I have to go on a plane, but I can tell you, every time I'm flying over the ocean, I think, oh, shit, I hope if we crash in the ocean, you can get it down a little bit, that we kind of hover for a minute before I get eaten by a shark. That
would suck.
I can remember watching Neil Armstrong's first walk on the moon in the hot summer in July, no air, laying in front of a fan, trying to stay cool. Well, Sheila, I can remember that too, but it was winter for us. I'm pretty sure. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it was winter, July. I remember that. We got sent home from school to watch that. We were allowed to leave school early and go home to watch Neil Armstrong land on the moon with our families. That was pretty cool. Hey, have you seen that, Crow? I will ask you that question. I saw an interview with Buzz. Is Buzz still alive? I think he just died recently, but it was an interview. It was an actual interview. And he said that they saw something. There was a ship that was watching them while they were doing
Right.
their thing.
Oh, yeah.
He said, back in the day, you couldn't say anything.
Oh
He
yeah.
said, back
Oh
in
yeah.
the
There's
day, you
actually
couldn't
also
say
too. Yeah, there's actually
But-
recordings too of astronauts. Like you can actually have the recording. Like there it is
Yes,
again. You know.
And they said, apparently, according to Buzz, there is stuff on the moon that they saw. And again, we're not allowed to record on it. So I don't know who's got the photos or who's got the whatever. But he says there's stuff there that doesn't make sense because they were the first man to land on the moon. And there's stuff there that doesn't make sense. So I don't know. I need to get a telescope. But you can only see one side of the moon from here.
Right.
But you can get a pretty good look at it, I think, with a telescope. I'm not sure.
What's weird in a telescope, you have to be. If it's a basic telescope, what's weird is that once you get it in frame, you have to keep on moving the telescope because that thing's fucking going fast.
The world does spin very fast.
Yeah, it's faster than you. I thought it would be. Like, damn, you got to keep on repositioning it. But when you see the moon in a telescope for the first time, it looks like it really looks like a fucking rock.
Oh,
it's a rock.
But there's so much. Yeah, I'm Loz said before the aliens would bring him up, you know, the guys in the thing, and say, "You've been misted." Loz can't. She's not going to get that. Misted. Hey, Ron, what are you doing? How was work?
I literally just got home.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
I was helping a fellow coworker. He had a sea container full of his belongings in his home from his home, so it's helping him move things back in.
Wow, Ron is the best, dude.
Very nice.
He is.
It wasn't the fellow that called you names, is it? I would have dropped up. It wasn't the Irishman, was it?
It was the Irishman, yeah.
He's horrible to you.
Karen,
we're fine. We're fine.
He's good. He's good. It's all right.
You never know who's watching.
I don't care. Diddly dee potatoes, Irishman. Watch your mouth.
No, he's all right. We have our moments. We have our moments, Karen, but
he won't be watching me, Cassie.
You never know. Small world. What was I gonna say now? I don't know, but the dogs were let out, so they're fine.
But Ron is he'll help after all working all day. He'll go help somebody for free, man. It's just he's a great person.
He's a very good boy, Ron is. They're both very good people. They're gorgeous. They go out of their way to help anybody.
Yep.
They shouldn't, but they do. Gosh, how long till Jason's episode goes up, I wonder?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, there you go.
Hey guys, I got to jump off here.
Oh, okay, I'm glad you came on and said hello, though, Crow. Crow's been
awesome.
Isn't that sweet? I love Crow.
I've been missing Karen very much. I was like, damn it, where are you at? Come back.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm back. You can't get rid of me. I'm a bad smell now.
Oh God, stop it.
But all right. Well, you go and do what you got to do. Go and measure calories and say hey to Mandy. Give her a kiss for me.
Okay. I'll probably see y'all at Jason's premiere. So I'll see y'all then.
I'll see you in the chat. Love you, Crow. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye, Crow.
Later.
Later. I'll stay on for maybe another 10 minutes, Cassie, and then I'll end it because I've got Starlink being installed today. So I'm hopeful that Starlink will be much better than my stupid NBN. And I'm hoping that, therefore, nobody in this household turns my computer off. For those of you who don't know, I was talking to Ron, Cassie, and Jason. I think Crow too, wasn't he? We were just having a catch-up Zoom. And my daughter wanted to go live on Twitch or something. I don't know. She wanted to do a live stream. She plays games and live streams. And she come in and, she sent me a message. Big use. It didn't even come in. Sent me a message to say, hey, I'm going live in a minute. Can you get off? And I said, no, I can't get off. I'm talking to my friends. And then she must have come out the room and she heard me tell Ron, Cassie, Jason that, oh, she's asking me to get off, da-da-da-da. So because she didn't like me talking about it, she went off and turned the modem off. So everything dropped out. Needless to say, I took my time and she didn't get her live stream after all. Cheeky little shit. So that won't be able to happen anymore, I don't think, because it'll be a satellite. But yeah. What are we doing? I thought you were going to stay. You had to go to the... Oh, no, I don't have to go to the shops. I'm not going to the shops. I've had enough of the shops, especially after that horrible tattooed woman yesterday. Again, nothing against tattoos. But, yeah, she was horrible doing that at me. That's not very nice, is it, Ron?
No.
You're looking lovely today. Your hair's getting long. It's getting very curly.
I gotta go see my barber.
Yeah.
I didn't realize your hair was curly like that.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It gets pretty curly. Yeah.
Wow. There we go. Is it still daylight where you are?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, today is the longest day of the year.
For some
yeah.
Summer solstice.
Summer solstice.
Yeah, we have winter solace. That word. What you said, Cassie.
Yeah.
So Cassie and Ron and people in the chat. I'm being asked to go back to Virginia City, and I'd like to, but now that Crow said America's cray-cray, I'm not sure I want to, but I want to.
Cray-cray.
Cray-cray, crazy, you know. Sorry. But, yeah, I'm a bit torn. I'm like, Karen, you've spent your money, you've been there once, you don't have to go again this year. Be sensible. Then the other part of me is like, but Karen, they miss you and they want you to come back and you've got to watch movies with Taylor. Taylor's saving 2 movies to watch with me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I've got one. There you go. That's my tattoo, Sheila. I'm not against tattoos. My son was covered in them as well. Just I'm describing that horrible, wicked woman at the car park yesterday. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. What do you reckon I should do? Just hold on till next year, Cassie, or give in to the pressure?
I mean, it's completely up to you.
Totally up to you, Karen.
It's such a lot of money too.
It's what
so
your
I don't know what to do. I think they could all live without
feels.
me till next year, couldn't they?
So you could hold. Are you saying you could hold out?
Oh, I don't know. Sheila says it was just as crazy when you were here before. Life's short. Take the trip.
There you go.
I suppose.
I don't think it's changed craziness in the States, even in Canada. I mean, I think it's all the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing. While I was there, it was really nice. And I only intend to be in Virginia City. Like I would fly to Reno. My friend Connie said she'll pick me up from the airport. I'm staying with my friend Connie. I'm not staying in a hotel. Taylor said I can stay there with her as well. And the dogs. I love Taylor's dogs. Yeah. Leica's my favorite. Leica loves me. Do you know Leica remembered me, Ron? Because Leica, this is Taylor's dog. So Leica goes like she's not a friendly dog. Like she's not. She's very standoffish with strangers, and she'll growl. But Taylor pulled up to meet me so we could go and get some dinner, and she had Leica with her. And I've gone towards the car, and you saw Leica sort of heckles go up for a second, but then she went ooh and started to wag a tail and jumped up on me and everything. And Taylor said, "Wow, she doesn't do that to anyone. She must remember you."
Oh, that's cool.
And she gives me kisses when I see her. I've got a picture of me giving her a kiss and a cuddle goodbye. I hated saying goodbye to Leica. I mean, Taylor I can live without, but but Leica. So I would love to go and stay with Taylor too for a few nights. And I want to go back to the Sutro Tunnel just with Taylor because she works there. I've got a whole heap. I'm going to actually put something together about the Sutro. I've got a whole heap of stuff, and she's going to do a live with me and discuss the Sutro as well, but that's coming. But, yeah, I guess I'll go back maybe. But I've got to pick the right time of year. I don't want to be too cold and I don't want to be too hot. So I'm thinking October. And this thing that people want to get me to go to in Virginia City is on the 9th of November to the 12th. So maybe if I go the last week of October and come back before it gets too cold.
Yeah.
Although I'd love to spend Christmas in the snow.
That'd be
Yeah, overrated, isn't it, Cassie? You can't get home if you get stuck in the.
That's my only worry for you in Virginia City is the snow, because it's one thing. I mean, we had that freak storm, but it's one thing to get caught in snow in Virginia City.
That was a freak storm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's what they said. The weather in Virginia City at the moment is so unpredictable. Loz doggies do have a good old scent bank. It was so sweet though that she remembered me, and I did watch her because I thought, oh, Taylor's just being nice. But I watched her with other people, and if they asked to pat her and come close, that she'd be a bit off. She'd let them pat her and stuff, but yeah, she would jump all over me. She loved me. I love her. She's so cute. Okay, Dan Tex, go. I'll be gone in a second anyway, mate. But I'll see you in the chat with Jason's episode. I'm looking forward to that. But so we'll see what he's got, because he ended it on a cliffhanger the last walkthrough, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you I tried to get that footage, but Bear said unfortunately it was gone.
Oh.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't get my email in time. Apparently, I don't know what happened. They probably forgot to check. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We know what happened, so let's see what Jason's got for us tonight. All right, well, I might as well wind this up. You two go have some cuddle time or something, a bit of a smoochy time on the couch and watch a movie. I love you too. That's the other thing I've been thinking of too. I'm thinking of Canada because I know that you'll let me sleep in the trailer.
Yep.
And I know I'd have fun with the kids, and I know I'll have fun with the dogs. And I just sort of think, I don't know what to do. I just wish I was there. Then it wouldn't be so hard. I'd just go there one week and there the other week. But yeah, we'll get there. I'm definitely coming to stay with you guys though in Canada, probably next year earlier, after winter.
Yes.
But I'll check
winter.
First. Yeah. And then maybe we can go investigating together in Canada. And
go to we have lots of locations, so.
Absolutely. Even back to that house, if you're allowed, the one where you got the voice on the camera.
Oh, Conwood Mansion?
Oh, yeah, Conwood Mansion.
Yeah.
Or even the back house. The back house would be cheaper and easier to get into. But.
Oh, that's where you stayed. That's the episode I like watching with you in, isn't it? Where you got a little bit of a fright. You were there by yourself. And I think there was someone staying there. Is that the one with the two, you can, two places to sleep, it's big, or am I thinking of something?
Yeah. There's two bedrooms, the red room and the green room, and then that place is 100% haunted. So I had it where the shadow figure rushed me. So
we could sleep there the night. You're allowed to sleep there, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So
well, that's what I mean. We'll go there for the night, and we'll have s'mores and donuts and coffee, and we'll just see what happens. But I'll be back. You're not getting rid of me that easy. I'm definitely coming back to you. All right, guys. Thanks, Cassie and Ron, for being here. And thank you, everyone in the chat. I hope you liked my little episode today. I've got I'm going to put one together of Struth, Octogon Hall. If I want to wait first till Cassie and Jason do theirs, because I don't want to bore you with, well, not bore you. It's not boring you. I don't want to double up. I don't want to put something, well, you know what I mean. I want it just to be a bit different. There'll be bobbleheads, little arrows pointing at people. Oh, you'll have to watch it, Ron. It only goes for, 9 minutes, 10 minutes? It's not long. And I point an arrow at you, and you're in it.
Oh, I'll have to watch it.
You're in it. Okay, guys, love you lots, and thank you. Before I go, for those that are in here, the Shape said that he'll do a live with me. He's just got to get back to me to let me know what time and when, etc. So I'll let you know when that's happening. But just going to talk about dumb stuff. Just a fun one, just a quick one. I'll probably even get Cassie in. Why not? Cassie, me, and Shape. And Ron. What's that, Ron? What child wants what?
No, my daughter Lily was talking. Sorry, go ahead.
Tell Lily, is she still there?
Yeah, she's still here.
Yeah. Don't stick your head on, Lily, because we're live. But I heard you singing. It's beautiful. I was very impressed. Yeah, you're a good teacher.
She said thank you.
And tell Everett he's a good little drummer. I enjoyed him too. All right, I'm said it 3 times now, so I'm going to go now. I love you. Bye, everybody.
everyone.
And
Bye, guys.
and I'll see you in Jason's chat, and we'll talk then. Bye.